Growing up, one of my biggest passions was footballing. And at a point, it was almost as if I wasn't giving equal attention to my studies as I was giving to footballing. And when I was in my final year in high school, I wasn't as equally excited as my colleagues when we sat for the qualifying exams taking us to the higher institutions. If you asked me then, I would just tell you I wanted to study one of those medical or engineering related courses. But deep down inside, I knew what I wanted to do was to play football professionally. And so, my parents, seeing this tendency, would always advise me to not ignore the part of my academics, and would also go further to say that no matter what it is, the decision I make, I should ensure that I continued my studies. And given the environment we find in this part of the globe, it isn't very easy to combine schooling and academics. And if you would give me the opportunity, then I would instantly make a decision to go for footballing instead of schooling. But looking at it today, I am so glad that my parents insisted that I furthered my education. And my experience from my undergraduate and graduate studies so far has helped shape the person I've become today. Those experiences helped me birth a new passion and a new focus that I am being driven with in life today. So today, I am burning with a passion to help young scholars, leaders, and other professionals to uncover their purpose and their potentials through my unique coaching, mentorship, and trainings. And as an educator and corporate trainer, through my teachings, my writings, speaking engagement, and mentorship programs, I help lots of young scholars, young leaders, and professionals to come to the place of self discovery and continued self development so as to drive personal transformation, societal transformation, national transformation, which in turn leads to global significance. Getting to this point hasn't always been easy, and it wasn't always this way. And so there are certain things I overcame as challenges getting to this point in life. Now, one of those challenges I could say is procrastination. Now, I'm someone you could liken to be a chronic procrastinator, and it made me to lose lots of opportunities until I overcame procrastination. And procrastination, I overcame it by intentionality and also giving myself to accountability. The second thing I had to grow out of was lack of mentorship. So earlier on when I set out, I was running with the knowledge that was available to me. And of course, this knowledge was very limited, so I could only get very limited results. But until I gave myself to mentorship, having to enroll into an organized form of mentorship, I could now clearly see the difference and impact of what mentorship could have done. So even when I didn't feel like doing some things, or when I thought they were too heavy a task for me to carry on, my mentors would prevail on me. And at the point where I had to get those things done, I discovered that I built capacity for the next phase in life. The third thing I also had to overcome was fear of criticism. Now, this fear of criticism, whoa, people say, what if I make a flop of things? And I discovered these were just limiting factors. And as an individual who was naturally gifted with thinking up ideas and helping others around me furnish their idea, I lost lots of opportunities to take the lead until I overcame the fear of criticism. And so this has also helped me to move faster in life as I overcame some of these challenges. My leadership philosophies include empathy, respect, and integrity. These form the core of my dealings with people and those I have any form of commitment with. I would love that people remember me as an individual who raised a new breed of young scholars, young leaders, and professionals who are lifelong learners, passionately pursuing their purpose, exploring their potentials, and deploying their skills to achieving their goals and visions, and in like manner, inspiring others around them to achieve significant progress. I've come to discover that excuse is one of the commodities that never goes out of stock. And until you have no other choice than to get the job done, you will keep making excuses for your inactions. And so, if you are burning with a given desire, if you are burning with a passion, and you know there is something you want to achieve, the first thing you have to let go of is excuse. Until I let go of making excuses for my inactions, I wasn't able to make significant progress. And so today, there are certain things I am happy about that I have also achieved. And so some of these my successes include: number one, being able to become a person of value today that people want to have around, people want to listen to, people want to call at their seminars and other engagements. Many years ago, I only saw this as a dream. And I know I'm just getting started, but this is something I encourage myself with, even as I continue to grow. Secondly, overcoming my poor start to my undergraduate studies. Because of the confusion and the lack of vision I had getting into the higher institution, I had a very poor start. But I have to overcome that through intentionality and getting into the right circle and through mentorship. And I went on to graduate as the top person in my class. 3. Having been able to establish a system and an organization that helps individuals, young scholars, not only to improve their academic fortunes, but also discover their purpose and help them lead the best life they would love for themselves. So if you have a focus, if you have something you want to achieve, you must understand that it can be done. If anybody can get anything done, you can also get it done. But you have to be intentional. You have to say no to excuses. And as I've come to discover that I spent little time in making decisions that I had clarity on, and I continued procrastinating on those that I had no clarity on. Clarity is a very powerful tool that is driven by knowledge. So what you need is not more time, but clarity.